Alright, so on Twitter, Grizz posted a Strikers tier list. And it's not, it's not, he has Kevin Holland in the S tier, right? He's got, Islam Makhachev over, Islam's good, but, it's okay, right? I think you got to put Gaethje a little higher. There's no reason why Justin Gaethje should be under like Umar Nurmagomedov. There's no reason why Umar should be above Oliveira, Strickland, Fiziev, Gaethje, Jorge for doing Prime. You know what I'm saying? Leon Edwards a C tier. Like, I get it, but I don't think Leon and Aljamain Sterling should be in the same tier. You know what I'm saying? And I said, here soon I will make a Strikers tier list and show y'all how it's actually done. And then we got We Will Be There, and I value your opinion and can't wait to discuss your list. Alright, Stephen Patrick, I'm about to make it, man. Because, boom, right here. This is the one I could find that has the most, let me move my camera, actually. Because I am in a bit of a way here. So we're down a little bit. Make me a little bit smaller, so y'all can actually see the lists and stuff. So, all right. Now, we have the best, which I'm gonna actually rename to S tier. Is Johnny Walker and loss to Johnny Walker. I didn't even see those tiers when I opened this up. D. A, B, S, A, B, C, D. Should we even do these tiers? I kind of only need these tiers, you know what I'm saying? We'll just get rid of them. Delete row, dude. A Johnny Walker tier is insane. Because he's not that bad, right? He's just got a bad chin, but he's a good striker. I wonder if he's in here. All right, Alejandro Pantoja. He's okay, man. He's not the best though. I think he can easily slide in at the B. Brandon Royval, he's a bit of a better boxer, to be honest. There's 126 here, so I'm going to try to go through it a bit faster. Not like I, have much to do today, but just don't want to make the video too long. Brandon Royval is a bit of a better boxer, but I'm going to be pretty strict with this, I think. Brandon Royval, I think we can fit him in at the A tier, though. I think we can. Brandon Moreno is also A tier. He's a really good boxer with a really good speed. Yeah. Amir Albazi, I'm gonna be honest, he doesn't impress me anywhere. Amir Albazi, so I think it's cool to slide him in at the C. Kai Kara France, man, he's decent. I don't really like Kai Kara France. I don't hate him, but I just don't think he's very likable. And I think he's, kind of cringy. But he's decent. He is a bit. I do think he's probably a bit better than Pantoja, but I still, man, and he KO'd Steve Erceg in round 1, which Moreno couldn't even do. He's powerful, but it's fine to put him in A tier. I think. We'll see here. Tatsuro Taira. His grappling's a bit better. And I haven't really seen too much from Tatsuo Taira. Although he's pretty powerful, he can hit pretty hard. But in terms of like combinations and, you know, really putting it all together on the feet, I just don't see it. So I'm going to slide him in at the C. I do think he's probably slightly better than Amir Abazi on the feet, but, you know. Okay. Manel Cap, or not Manel Cap. Fucking Muhammad Mokaev. You know, he's okay, I guess. I don't really want to put him. I don't really think I should put him anywhere above C, though. To be honest, he's decent, but definitely has a lot of flaws in the striking for sure. Alex Perez, you know, C's fine for him too. I think Manel Cap, he's pretty good. I think he can slide up into the A. He's very quick, very powerful for the division. You know, the flyweight division. So, I mean, I don't mind him at the A tier. Mateus Nicolau. You know, he's got a shitty chin, but in terms of how his offensive striking is, it's not too bad. He does have some pretty clean knockouts. B tier is fine, I think, for him. He can slide into B tier. Tim Elliott, awful striking. I like Tim Elliott, but, you know, awful. Matt Schnell, again, more of a chin problem. His striking is okay, nothing crazy. I think he's pretty good at the C tier, to be honest. Tagir Ulanbekov, I don't have to say anything. That's Bruno Silva? Again, more of a power thing in a lot of his success on the feet than, you know. I mean, you don't really see Bruno Silva, you know, jab, slip, counter, right hand. You don't really see him do shit like that. So, you know, C maybe is pretty decent for him, I guess. Asu Almabayev just got KO'd by Manel Cap and kind of cleanly outstriked every round, even though there was some eye pokes, which is a bit unfortunate. But I mean, Asu Almabayev is mainly a grappler, right? Asu Almabayev. Wait, Asu Almabayev. Okay, right. Yeah. I think Asu Almabayev is. I think it's pretty cool to put him in the C tier. He's decent, but wait a second. Why am I putting Asu Almabayev under Mateus Nicolau? He's a good striker offensively. He really is. He just has a chin problem. So I think this is fine where we're at right now on this tier list. Sugar Sean O'Malley. I have a hot take here. I think that Sugar Sean O'Malley is an incredible striker. Oh, my bad. One of the best strikers in the UFC right now. He's S tier. He just is. I'm sorry. Sean O'Malley just is S tier. You see him in the back there. He's very quick. Very quick. He's a really good boxer. He's got really good leg kicks. Really good kicks in general. He's very quick. He hits hard, but not too hard. A lot of his KOs are let me fix my camera. A lot of his KOs are like speed and precision based things. He's got incredible speed. Incredible precision. Dude just hits hard, and he's very good. Steve Erceg, he is a really good boxer, really good offensive boxer, but he just doesn't. One thing about Steve Erceg though is it seems like he never really throws to hurt. You know, he KO'd Matt Schnell, but you know, come on, right? If you cannot KO Matt Schnell, you probably shouldn't be in the UFC. He doesn't really throw to hurt, but in terms of it, he has really good combinations. He's pretty quick. He has great boxing fundamentals. He's a really good boxer, really good striker. Although I will be saying, well, you know what? Steve Erceg, I'm not putting him in D, but he can go in the A tier because I do think he beat Alejandro Pantoja in their fight, to be honest with you. Merab Dvalishvili, he's mediocre at best. He's a pressure-based fighter, and his pressure helps a lot of his, striking. So we'll go B for him, just because striking just alone, like if you would have put Merab Dvalishvili in like a kickboxing ring, dude, he's like a fish out of water. So B's okay, but we'll go C. B's I'm being strict here. I'm being strict here. Corey Sandhagen is a clear A. He's a really good striker, very precise, pretty quick. He's got great timing. He doesn't hit too hard. He's pretty fragile, but it is not often at all that we see people outstrike Corey Sandhagen. So Piotr Yan. Dude, he's a fucking fantastic striker, isn't he? I don't want to put too many people in the S tier, man. I'll put Piotr Yan. Can I really justify him not being S tier? He's got great boxing. He's got great kicks. I am taking defense into account here as well. Your defensive striking, how well you're able to evade shots. Piotr Yan's really good at that if you're headhunting, but if you're searching for the body, like you can really get hands on Piotr Yan. Aljamain Sterling had so much success with body kicks in their fight because Yan has a high and tight guard. He doesn't really protect the body like that. Aljamain Sterling threw leg kicks, body kicks. I mean, that just kind of, they were just landing. But I think, Piotr Yan just beat Song Yadong, who I rate really highly. I think you can put Piotr Yan in the S tier, to be honest with you. He's so good, and at one point he was really in the running for the best striker in the entire UFC, at least in a lot of people's eyes. I never thought that, but a lot of people did think that. And I don't think it's ridiculous to say that. So Chito Vera, let's be real here. Chito Vera he's garbage, man. He just is. I mean, when was the last time that Chito Vera truly has outstriked somebody? He got beat up. He's out against Mario Batista, isn't he? We got Patchy Mix. Okay. I think Mario Batista was going to put a beating on him, to be honest with you. And I think that he was getting beat up by Dominic Cruz. Like, Dominic Cruz was putting hands on him. And then people like to talk about the Rob Font fight as if Chito Vera just beat him up. And to be fair, he did beat him up. But Rob Font was winning every exchange that did not include a knockdown from Chito Vera. Like, Chito Vera would be losing the entire round and then get, I don't want to call it a Hail Mary knockdown because he kept getting it in multiple rounds, but Chito Vera, I just don't think he's good. I'm sorry, I don't. He's very long. He has long-range weapons that he has gotten a lot of knockouts with, but not after taking beatings, man. And there's a reason that he's known for his durability, because he just gets his ass beat, man. Respectfully. But he's in a division full of really good strikers, isn't he? You know what? We're putting Nicolau down. I'm not. Every time I see him in the B tier, I feel disgusted. We're gonna put Chito Vera in the C tier. You know, sorry. I just don't rate him like that. Henry Cejudo, C tier as well. He's decent. He's got some decent hands. But you know, again, I think he lost every single round to Song Yadong, who I do rate highly. Don't get me wrong. I just don't really see any evidence of Henry Cejudo being above C tier. He's good though, and he's well rounded, and he has won a lot by being able to put everything together. But man, I don't think it's. He could be. You know what? He could be B or T at B tier though, because I mean, if we're being honest, he's kind of had more success in his career with his striking more than he has his wrestling, and he's a double champ, and he did KO. He KO'd Dominic Cruz. B tier's cool for Henry Cejudo. Davis and Figueiredo. Davis and Figueiredo's a good striker. He's a really good striker. I think he's A tier. Beat up Rob Font. Was kind of getting touched up by Cody Garbrandt, but Cody Garbrandt's really fast hands. Is he on this list? I'm sure he is. I don't know why you would make a strikers tier list and not include Cody Garbrandt. But yeah, I'm liking Davis Figueiredo at the A tier, dude. He's a really good boxer. Song Yadong, easy A tier. I would love to see him at the S tier, but he just isn't yet. He's very powerful. In my opinion, probably the most powerful puncher in the division. He just hits so hard, and some of the knockouts he has are so brutal. He's very... Oh, wait. I put him in the B tier. S tier. A tier, I mean. Song Yadong is quick, very powerful, good boxing. He has good body kicks and stuff as well. He just sometimes kind of lets himself get outdone. You know, Petr Yan, Corey Sandhagen, those guys weren't really putting any more damage on Song than he was putting on them, but they were just kind of landing at a higher clip. And Song Yadong, how did the Corey fight go? I think I had Corey winning on scorecards, but I may have to rewatch it. I haven't seen it around since the time that it happened. Song Yadong's pretty good though. Keep him at the A tier. Jose Aldo, really good boxer, really good leg kicks. He's A. You can't really put Jose Aldo at S tier, although he is elite, simply because of the fact that he's lost to every elite striker that he has ever fought. And never beating an elite striker, although you've faced plenty. You just can't touch the S tier, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Rob Font, really underrated boxing. He's a really good boxer. He's just he's made of paper, if I'm being honest with you. He is kind of like Jared. He's in that Jared Cannonier tier, where it's like really bad chin but amazing recovery. You can drop Rob Font, like you just can. He's very droppable, but it's hard to put him away, you know. Kind of made of paper, so it kind of makes his striking look less good because he's losing rounds. He's losing striking rounds, but his boxing is pretty good. I think you could put him at the A tier because his offensive and defensive boxing is pretty good. You know, him and Calvin Kattar are carrying their gym, to be honest. And I'll have some things to say about Calvin Kattar when I get to him. But Umar Nurmagomedov, I was just talking bad about his striking in the other guys' tier list. He is a pretty good striker, though. I just don't think he's above some of the people that, you know. He's good. He doesn't hit hard, but he's he's pretty elusive and very impressive. His striking is very impressive considering the level of his wrestling, which is really good. Is it better than... You know what? I would say it's better than, you know, the people in it. He's cool at the B tier. I like Umar Nurmagomedov at the B tier, to be honest with you. Okay. Kyler Phillips. He just got shut down completely against Rob Font, didn't he? He's very quick though. Looked like a world beater against Pedro Munoz. Like a world beater against Pedro Munoz. So I don't mind, and I get it. Pedro Munoz is not that great anymore. But I think Kyler Phillips, I think he really got exposed against Rob Font, to be honest. He can get better for sure, and he probably will, because I believe he trains with Sean O'Malley. And obviously I have Sean at the S tier, so I think he can get a lot better. But as of right now, from what I've seen from Kyler Phillips, I think I remember scoring the fight for Song Yudong when they fought. I'm not sure though. I don't think I've ever rewatched it. Kyler Phillips is B. He's B tier. Mario Bautista, he's pretty good. He's been KO'd a few times. He is a pretty good boxer though. A's probably a bit much though. I like B tier for Mario Bautista, to be honest. Dominic Cruz, very good movement, very good defensive movements. Obviously, we know Dominic Cruz was a master of foot movement, and I just don't see him being on the level of the people in the A tier. So I guess we're gonna have to go B tier for Dominic Cruz. Although I see arguments for A tier, and I won't argue against them. Just, you know, it's pretty good, man. My nose is so itchy. I don't know what it is. I think I got some allergies. It's May, so I really like Jonathan Martinez. I'm really high on him. I think he's got some of the best leg kicks in the entire sport. Some of the best leg kicks in the sport. He annoys me though, because I think had he went a little harder on Marcus McGee, he would have leg kick TKO'd him in that third round. I think that Marcus McGee's movement was just completely done and useless, and he just kind of stopped throwing the leg kicks, slowed down his speed. Like, what are you doing, man? You're down 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? You have to. I think he was down 2 rounds. I don't know. But anyways, you were currently losing the fight. Yeah, he was down 2 rounds, and you had that last round, dude. You had him messed up. He was done, man. His boxing is very flawed. His leg kicks carry his striking a lot. The damage he did to Adrian Yanez, the damage he did to Cub Swanson with those leg kicks are just nasty. But his boxing is very flawed. With how flawed the boxing is, I don't think you could put him in A tier. I love Jonathan Martinez. I hope he does well, but I think you gotta slide him in at the B tier, to be honest with you. Yeah, Montel Jackson, massive hands, very powerful. Just want to crack my neck real quick. Montel Jackson's a good striker. He really is. Dangerous for anybody, but I was kind of mad at him at his last performance against Daniel Marcos because it was just not that good of a fight. B tier's good. I will say though, I think I think there would be a lot more immediate KOs if everyone just did what Montel Jackson did against Damon Blackshear. As soon as you take the center, just throw a 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Throw a quick 1-2. Who knows? You may get a knockout. Some of these guys, you know, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Ilia Topuria. I have some hot takes with Ilia Topuria. You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to make a clickbait for my Twitter. I'm not going to put Ilia Topuria in the C tier, but I'm going to, this is for, I'm going to post a short clip on my Twitter to get people to click it, clickbait. Here it is. Ilia Topuria, C tier. I don't think you could really put Ilia Topuria above C tier. There you go. That's going to be funny. Nah, but for real though, I do have some hot takes about Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria, I do think he's a good boxer. He's a really good boxer. But I think if you take away some of his power, he's not the same guy. He just isn't. His power is his main thing. I get it. He is a good boxer. He really is. He sets up shots really good. He has good fundamentals. He mixes it up real well. He loves to rip the body back up to the head back to the body, ripping it. But I think if you take away his power, he just is a different guy. He just is, in my opinion. But I still think you can put him in the S tier though. Just because his boxing is just amazing. But I think if you put, and I was just about to say this, I'm gonna put Volkanovski in the S tier as well. The dude is just amazing. He's amazing, right? If you give Volkanovski and Topuria the same level of power, but you sorry, I mean in my mic. Same level of power, but you let them keep the way that they box, their movement and all that, I think Volkanovski beats the shit out of him. Because I think Volkanovski's a better striker. He just can't handle the power. Volkanovski can never. He is not going to finish Ilia Topuria. He's not going to do that. He's not going to knock him out. And he's not going to go 5 rounds without getting hit with that KO shot. Because of the power of Ilia. But his boxing is still really good. I still think he outstrikes like 99% of the people on this list. So you got to put him in S tier. Max Holloway, A tier. And I will say why. His defense is terrible. Throughout his career, Max Holloway is known for his toughness. I even think, hasn't he taken the most significant strikes in UFC history? If I'm wrong, I apologize. But I'm telling you, man, his defense is bad. And I think that although his offense is really good, he's very quick. He is amazing at setting up combinations. He's really good at volume. And he's really good at overwhelming you. And he's a cardio machine, so the pace he puts on you, people typically cannot keep up with. But he just gets hit way too much. And I think that your defense is a massive part of your striking. So he's going to take a hit and go to the A tier, in my opinion. Brian Ortega, he's an okay boxer, I guess, isn't he? I don't really see him anything above a C tier, though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but his best striking performance ever was against the Korean Zombie, which the Korean Zombies are pretty good. I wonder if he's on this list. He is not. But, you know, he's okay. He's okay. C tier, though. C tier. Yair Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez is a terrible boxer, but a really good kicker. He's very creative. He makes shit up in there. He'll jump and then decide after he jumps what kick he wants to land. But he loves that jumping switch kick, though. I'll say that. He loves that. He loves that body kick. The body kicks he was landing on Josh Emmett. The kicks in general he was landing on Josh Emmett were so brutal. He is a good striker. And this is not a boxing tier list. This is a striking tier list. Struck really well against Max Holloway, to be honest with you. And against Volkanovski. He's A tier. He just is A tier. Anyone in the B tier, he would cleanly outstrike. So, he is A tier. He's got a lot of power in his kicks too, man. He's dangerous. Movsar Evloev. Decent. Not great, though. Not great. I think he robbed Arnold Allen, in my opinion. I had Arnold Allen winning that fight. But, what can you do, right? I'm not a judge. No power. Absolutely no power. There's a chance that we may not come across anybody on this list with less power than Movsar Evloev. He doesn't know how to harm another human being. He's not physically capable of harming another human being. He may slice you open like he did with, I believe he sliced open Lopez with some elbows. He's got decent ground and pound. Again, not very powerful, just kind of No. He's C tier. He's got some really good kicks. I've seen him land a few good head kicks. But just, I don't know. I don't see in Movsar's striking what a lot of other people do. So, yeah. And, I mean, getting rocked by Hakeem Dawodu. Rocked by, whatever. I don't think Aljamain Sterling was doing that bad in the striking as well. I don't think Aljamain's I think Aljamain's a pretty good striker. I'll get to him, though. Arnold Allen, he's really good. He is really good, I think. He's not very powerful. And he blitzes in. Kind of blitzes in for a few seconds. And he backs out. And he's just kind of bouncing around. Maybe a few jabs here or there. Maybe a leg kick. And he'll blitz back in and do a lot for a few seconds. What he did to Dan Hooker was crazy, though. I do think Arnold Allen's a pretty good striker. I don't feel like I'm being... I don't know. I think he's A. Yeah, I think you could... Yeah, you could put him in A. Because he's really good. He's really good. Josh Emmett. Very powerful, but that really carries him. You know what I'm saying? That really carries him. For someone with as much power as Josh Emmett, I feel like if his striking was that good, he should be getting these KOs, these KOs off, but he just kind of gets outdone, doesn't he, super easily. I mean, Yair Rodriguez handled him. Ili Topuria handled him. Lerone Murphy handled him. I think he lost to Dan Ige. I scored that fight for Dan Ige. I also scored... no chance he beat Calvin Kattar. There's no chance. That was a clear Calvin Kattar win. That was given to Josh Emmett for no reason at all. I think you got to do... I don't really see many arguments for him being above like C tier, to be honest. C tier, dude. Sorry. C tier. I'm trying to be strict here. I feel like I've been stricter with others than I have with some others, but Aljamain Sterling, C tier. He's not above Josh Emmett though. He's got some really good kicks. Kicks are the best part of his game. Aljamain Sterling has been credited, I believe, with 0 knockdowns in the UFC. Absolute bullshit. Absolute bogus. He dropped Jimmy Rivera with that spinning back fist. That was Jimmy Rivera, right? It was either Jimmy Rivera. Yeah, it was Jimmy Rivera. It was Jimmy Rivera. That was absolutely a knockdown. But he wasn't credited with one. But his boxing just really lacks, doesn't it? His grappling, and what I will say, when it comes to the grapplers or the grapple heavy strikers on here, I'm kind of taking their grappling away, not completely, but for the most part, because if you can use your grappling in a way, if you can use your grappling to improve your striking, that improves your striking, hands down. But there's a lot of times where the other striker or the other fighter is just kind of scared to engage or nervous to engage in the striking because they don't want to leave themselves open for a takedown, and that's it's more of that and less of the other. I'm explaining this awfully, but Calvin Kattar. The thing about Calvin Kattar is he's a really good boxer. Him and Rob Font carry their gym. Everyone else in their gym, New England Cartel. He's a really good boxer, he is. But there's no urgency. There's urgency late, but when it's too late. Calvin Kattar is a better striker and a better fighter, in my opinion, than Yusuf Zalal. He just wasn't doing anything for the first 2 rounds. And when the 3rd round came along and he realized I'm down 2 rounds, he started whooping on Yusuf Zalal. I just think that if it's in your game plan to be slow at first and then pick it up too late, like, I take that into your striking, man. That's just, I don't know, that's an IQ problem. But when Calvin Kattar goes, man, he is a really good boxer. He really is. He has some KOs over some really good guys. Shane Burgos KO'd him, nasty. Ricardo Lamas. These are nasty KOs, man. But these guys have been KO'd before, All these are current, by the way. I see Edson Barbosa down there. I'm gonna do current Edson Barbosa, not prime Edson Barbosa. But Calvin Kattar, he's fine at B tier. Giga Chikadze. Fuck Giga Chikadze, dude. I had an 8-leg parlay. And 7 hit. You want to know which is the only leg that didn't hit? Giga Chikadze losing to David Onama. Man, come on, man. He's a terrible grappler. If this was a grappling tier list, I would just delete his picture. I wouldn't even put him in the D tier. But as for striking, he's got some his hands are, not great. His kicks are decent. Especially his body kick, the Giga kick, which has not worked at all since Cub Swanson. But he has a few hand-pickable genius moments in there. I forgot what the dude's name was. I don't know the dude's name. He has a really big afro. He fought Giga Chikadze. Giga was going for the body the whole fight. And once the dude started to get the read on the body kicks, Giga threw a head kick. And he expected a body kick, bro. Head kicked him out. So he had, not saying that guy has any stock, but Giga is decent, I guess. He was getting whooped by Calvin Kattar on the feet, even early, before he got too tired. Whooped by, I was going to say Max Holloway, but he never fought Max Holloway, did he? So, he's fine at the B tier, to be honest. Lerone Murphy is a really good striker. He's really boring, but the striking is there. The striking is there. Man, Lerone Murphy. He is a good striker, though, huh? Could you put him in the A tier? Man. I'm trying to go over his striking in my head. The things he's done. He clearly beat Dan Ige. I seen some people saying that Dan Ige should have won that. No chance. I think he's fine at the A tier. I mean, he's undefeated for a reason, right? He is a pretty good striker, I guess. Just not fun to watch. Diego Lopez, he's very dangerous. He's very powerful. He comes out hard, and he tries to get the finish, and most of the time he does. But when it just comes to the striking itself, it's decent. I would say B tier. Diego Lopez and Gige in the same tier. In the same tier, really? I mean, I think that's fine. Obviously, they're different levels of striker, but neither are good enough to be an A. You know what I'm saying? By putting two people in the same tier, I'm not saying that they're striking, that they're on the same level of striking. But obviously, I think Giga's a better striker than Diego Lopez, but neither of them are good enough to be an A. So, Bryce Mitchell, D. It's terrible. It's terrible, man. I mean, it just is terrible. Dropping Edson Barbosa is the best thing he's ever done in the feet, which, to be fair, that is pretty impressive. A lot of people truly don't do that. But I think that was Edson Barbosa really trying to focus on defending takedowns. He just kind of got caught. I don't think Bryce Mitchell's a good striker at all. You know, I think Aljamain Sterling would go in there and outstrike him. I think that Movsar Evloev would go out there and outstrike him. I think Brian Ortega would go out there and outstrike him. You know what I'm saying? They would touch him up. So, Dan Ige, B tier. He's a pretty good boxer, but he just, I don't know. There's something about Dan Ige. He just kind of loses. You know, he loses a lot. He does step up on short notice a lot as well. But, yeah, I don't know, you know? Just kind of outdone a lot. I mean, Calvin Kattar has outdone him. So, he just, yeah. Lerone Murphy just outdone him despite the knockdown, you know? Crack my back there. Edson Barbosa, currently. Prime, I think he would, I still don't think he'd be an S tier. He'd be A tier, though. I don't know, though, dude. He's got multiple leg kick TKOs, multiple body kick TKOs, and multiple head kick TKOs. I mean, the dude he's dangerous, man. One of the best kickers of all time. And he does have some punch KOs as well. So, it's not like he lacks in that department too much. He does, like, in comparison to his kicking KOs, but, you know, especially now, but that's irrelevant, because especially now, Edson Barbosa is not S tier, you know? Just got beat up by Lerone Murphy. I think Edson Barbosa currently is a decent B, because he got outstriked and finished by Giga Chikadze. So, yeah, okay, I'm liking it. Islam Makhachev. I genuinely think he's a really good striker, you know. I think he's a really good striker. I think that his striking, his grappling definitely helps it. But you take away like the grappling, I still think he's one of the better strikers in the division, man. That's why I think Islam Makhachev is the best fighter in the entire world. I think he beats Ilya. I think he beats Oliveira in a rematch. I think he would have smashed Arman Tashrukian had they fought. Smashed Moicano. Short notice, to be fair, but I think he got a shot against JDM. I don't know who I'm going with that yet. I haven't really got over it in my head, but well, I've gone over it, but not too much to really decide. As far as striking goes, his size helps a lot. His size really helped him striking against Volkanovski. Dropped Oliveira. Everybody does that. Man, I'm stuck. I'm stuck here between this one, dude. Because I feel like he's too good. Here's the thing. I feel like he's too good to be in B tier. But I don't know if it looks right, him sitting in the same tier as some of these other guys in the A tier. I don't think, you know what? No. A tier because I could see Islam having so much success in his striking against like Max Holloway. He's A tier, man. And he specifically uses his wrestling in a way that does improve his striking. I've seen him feint takedowns into an uppercut. You know. And he slips shots, dude. People throw shots on Islam, he slips back and rips a straight right. Like, he's a pretty good striker. He wobbled Volkanovski with a slip and a straight right down the pipe, dude. He's a pretty good striker, I think. Arman Tashrukian, a wobble bad by Joaquim Silva, wasn't he? Dropped to Mateus Gamrot. Welcome to the club, buddy. You know? RDA did that better. He just kind of, Arman is C tier, I'm going to be honest with you. Because a lot of people like to gas that axe kick, and although it was really cool, it was impressive, he's a very athletic guy, so he was able to do that. But realistically, that axe kick didn't land good, it didn't do anything, and that axe kick probably would never do anything. Keep itching my nose, man, damn. Arman is, there's no women on this list. No, it's only MMA, not WMMA. Yeah, I kind of like him in the C tier, to be honest. If I'm wrong about Arman striking, he'll prove me wrong, wouldn't he? Charles Oliveira, I think he's A tier. He's very dangerous, very powerful. His striking has gotten really good, man. He, dropped Justin Gaethje, was landing on Poirier, KO'd Michael Chandler on the feet in round 2 immediately with just a beautiful setup on that left hook. I mean, he has really good defense against leg kicks too. He just lifts up that leg, and he's A tier in my opinion. KO'd Beneil Dariush with a head kick, ground and pound, beautiful, man. He's a beautiful striker. He KO'd Beneil Dariush before it was cool, before Arman did, I like that. Justin Gaethje, he's pretty good. I think he's A tier. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good striker. Dustin Poirier, fuck. See, had this been asked to me, had I done this in like 2021, I may have put Dustin Poirier in the S tier, bro, low-key, because he's like the best pocket boxer in the company, dude. He grits down, gets in that pocket, throws, and beats everybody in that pocket, KO'd Gaethje in the pocket, Dropped Oliveira. KO'd, dude, bro, KO'd Conor McGregor in 2021. I get it. 2021 McGregor, but he's still a good striker. He just is. Conor McGregor just is still a good striker. Is he on this list? They did not include Conor McGregor on this list. Thank God, because I would have went through hell trying to put him in a tier. Dustin Poirier is A tier, though. I'm not ranking the tiers, by the way. I'm not saying that Brandon Royval has better boxing than Dustin Poirier, all because he's in front in the tier list. I'm not ranking the tier lists. But Mateusz Gamrot, not good. I think he had a weird amount of success in the feat against Dan Hooker. Didn't he drop Dan Hooker? I just want to fact check this real quick. If he has any knockdowns against let's see here. Dan Hooker versus Gamrot. Because I was drunk. I was really drunk when that fight happened. And I don't know if I've watched it back. None of them were credited with takedowns. I don't know if I was drunk, but I swear there were knockdowns in that fight, dude. I know Dan Hooker knocked down Mateusz Gamrot. How were none of them credited with knockdowns? I'm not going to rewatch it right here, but I was so drunk. Was I tripping? Mateusz Gamrot dropped by RDA, dropped by Jalen Turner, dropped by Arman Jasharukian, who I have in C tier. Dude's a C tier striker. Alright, let's just keep it real. Michael Chandler is a D tier striker. He's not a good striker at all. He's very powerful. The most powerful, the most hard-hitting lightweight on the roster. You know, he does hit hard. He does. He throws with everything. But I mean, when you look at it from, when you look at his striking from like a technical aspect, he's got no fundamentals. He doesn't set anything up. He just kind of squats down and just throws overhands. It's just, what are you doing out there, man? D tier, bro. Get in there. Get in that D tier. Beneil Dariush, C tier. He's decently powerful. He's got some power. I thought he was gonna beat Arman Jasharukian. I've got to be honest. He's pretty powerful. That spinning back fist KO was nice. That KO over Drakkar Klose was pretty nice. But he's getting touched up in that fight too. He was getting hurt. And Beneil Dariush, he's very flat-footed. You know what I'm saying? He's not elusive at all. So there's not really much to his game. Rafael Fiziev is a pretty good striker. He's decent. Outstruck by Gaethje twice, though. Dropped by Gaethje. Granted, short notice a little bit, but I mean, how decision against Bobby Green? I get it. It was a bit of a better chin to Bobby Green, but man, I don't want this video to be too long. You know what I'm saying? Fiziev is a good striker. He is. But I might have to slip him in at the B tier. I mean, are we really giving that much credit for a Brad Riddell TKO in 2025? When was that? And I think that Mateusz Gamrot was kind of looking decent on the feet against him at first. He's gonna lose to Ignacio Bahamondes, in my opinion. But lost to Gaethje. Mateusz Gamrot fight happened, and then lost to Gaethje. 5 rounds against RDA, where RDA got only 2 out of 16 takedowns, so it's not like, you know, round 5 KO. And then Brad Riddell, yeah, and then Bobby Green. Kill Mukana. He's a decent striker, but I mean, man, I just need to see a bit more. He's comfortable at B tier, to be honest. Renato Moicano, C tier. He's an okay striker. He lost the second round against Benoit Saint-Denis on the feet, and I don't rate Benoit Saint-Denis, so, you know. Dan Hooker, I do think he's A tier. I do. I think he would have beaten Justin Gaethje. He's had that hand injury, which is disgusting looking, and I hope it doesn't affect his career too much, although it probably will. But, I mean, come on. That fight against Poirier, that was 2020 Poirier. That's an S tier striker Poirier right there. 5 rounds with them, almost finished him in round 2. Very competitive. He's A tier. I'm sorry, I won't hear anything else. Benoit Saint-Denis, I'm not gonna put him in D tier, C tier, because he does have that beautiful head kick KO of Mafrovola, my mutual on Twitter. Shout out Mafrovola. But you know, it was a nice head kick, but other than that, dude, where's the success on the feet? You know, hurt by Kyle Prepolek in his last fight. Like, come on, man. Jalen Turner, very long, tall for the division. He did retire, man. But judging off his past few fights, I mean, he did decent against Dan Hooker. Beautiful head kick. Dropped Mateus Gamrot. Dropped and submitted Brad Riddell. Like, he's decent. He is decent on the feet. He really is. But where does he really fit in, right? I think you got to put Jalen Turner. You know, he can go. Man. He's got good teeps, good knees. He is pretty powerful. I think he's fine at B tier, to be honest. At best, though. RDA, C tier. I don't really have to explain myself too much. Bobby Green, B tier, because he is a good boxer. He just is. Offensively, dude, he's a really good boxer. Just has a chin problem, man. Can't take shots anymore. I think he was put out bad by Jalen Turner, wasn't he? Yeah, that's fine. Leon Edwards. Here's my take on Leon Edwards. I think he's really good. I think Leon Edwards is really good. He's got really good striking, good leg kicks, good body kicks, good head kicks. He's got decent hands, too. No power, but he's got good grappling, too. Good scrambles. He can really take the back. I mean, he took the back of Bilal for an entire round. He is good everywhere. He's just mentally weak, isn't he? When you show Leon Edwards some adversity, he shuts down, dude. But if a fight is going his way, it's like he doesn't lack anywhere, you know? I mean, beautiful performance against Nate Diaz, which, I mean, you know, doesn't say too much. KO'd Usman in round 5. Beautiful setup on the head kick. He showed the left. Boom! Just put him out cold. Outstriked Vicente Luque too, didn't he? Like, he is a good striker. He is. I just think he's mentally weak, so I'll put him in the A tier. Because this is a striking tier list, not mental fortitude tier list. Kamaru Usman, let's be real here. C tier. Bilal, let's be real here. C tier as well. Bilal's not that good of a striker. I don't think he is. He's got good pace and pressure. Canelo hands where? Sean Brady. The only reason you TKO'd Sean Brady, and I think we can go ahead and do this right now. I know he's a bit further in, but I think we can go ahead and do this right now. Sean Brady. D tier, man. I'm sorry. But D tier. Didn't he lose a striking round or two to fucking, not two, but to fucking Michael Chiesa? I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to have that above D tier. And he got KO'd on the feet by Bilal Muhammad. You're going D tier, buddy. You got to prove me wrong. Shavkat. He's a decent B tier, isn't he? He's pretty good. He's pretty good. Hurt Jeff Neal on the feet. I mean, that's not easy to do, is it? Spinning wheel kick KO'd like Carlson Harris. He's got decent. Is B too much though? No, I don't think so. I don't think B tier is too much. Could be. Colby Covington. Let's be real here. D tier. I put Kamaru Usman in the C tier. And I think that Colby Covington won 3 rounds against Kamaru Usman in their rematch. 3, 4, and 5, but 10-8'd in the second. I think a draw was the right scorecard. In that fight. Man. He can go C tier, I think, because he did pretty well against Jorge Masvidal, to be honest, as well. So, Jack Della Maddalena. Would you guys hate me? Would you guys hate me if I did this? Would you guys hate me? Man, I don't know, dude. There's a lot of people in the S tier, man. But I think everyone there is justified, dude. I'm going to go with JD in the S tier. Dude, he's an amazing boxer, dude. He's got everything. He's got decent head kicks now. His kicks are getting better. He's very powerful, too. He's really good at mixing it up, too. He'll throw a 1-2, slip, body shot, slip again, right hand. Like, it's just, his boxing is incredible, dude. And I just, man. Dude is a really fucking good striker, isn't he? Man. Yeah, I like S tier. Gilbert Durinho Burns. I'm going to ignore the fact right here that Sean Brady outstriked him in their fight and just say that it was Gilbert Burns being old. Because I think Gilbert Burns is a better striker than Sean Brady. He just didn't do it in that fight. And he had a broken arm versus Bilal Muhammad, and Bilal Muhammad couldn't fucking do anything at all. But you can put him in the C tier, though, because I mean, the last good striker that Gilbert Burns beat, I guess, is Jorge Masvidal, but 2023 Jorge Masvidal, I think it was? I think C tier is good for Gilbert Burns. I think he should have retired last night to his loss to, Michael Morales, but who I am seeing now is not even on this list. Okay, that's fine. Ian Gary, dude's a really good striker. I don't care what you want to say. He's A tier, no doubt. What he just did to Carlos Prates, man, is incredible. Carlos Prates is not on this list. Okay. When was the tier list made? I don't know. There's a lot of ads on the screen. I wish they'd go away. Stephen Thompson. Let's be real. There was a time when all of you, including me, but all of you thought that Wonderboy was the best striker in the UFC. Everybody thought that at some point. This one's hard to put down, dude. Beat up Kevin Holland. KO'd by Joaquin Buckley, who is not an S tier. KO'd by Pettis, who is not an S tier. Beat up Jeff Neal for 5 rounds. Stephen Thompson's a hard one, dude. You can fluctuate him, I think. Man, you know what I wish I could do? I wish you could go between tiers. I wish you could go between tiers. Because, like, Stephen Thompson, it just is a fact. The dude just doesn't get outstriked. I mean, has he ever been cleanly outstriked over a fight? Ever? I mean, he's been KO'd, but Joaquin Buckley wasn't just... He wasn't just outstriking him for the whole fight. Pettis wasn't just outstriking him the whole fight. Man. Man, I feel like I'm putting too many people in the S tier, man. And plus he's older. And I said that this was current. We'll slide him in at the A tier. We will. We will. All respect, though, to Wonder Boy, but, man. You know? Jeff Neal. KO'd. First guy to ever KO. Vicente Luque. And he... Oh, man. Jeff Neal's good. He is. He is good. Dude, he's a really... I think he's A. I do. I believe in Jeff Neal. I do believe in Jeff Neal. I think he's a better striker than Shavkat, despite their fight. He got submitted. You know. Joaquin Buckley, B tier. I think he is good, and I think he's only going to improve. But 5 rounds against Nursultan Ruzaboev. You know, I'm only going off of him as a welterweight, though, for right now. In this video. KO Wonder Boy, it's incredible. But I still think Wonder Boy is just a better striker than him. Just got, caught, Neil Magny. Let's be real here. D tier. I don't have to explain myself at all. Vicente Luque. I'm going to try to speed this up. Vicente Luque. I love Vicente Luque, man. He's my favorite welterweight. I got his shirt in the closet too. I should have wore it. I can't. Outstriked by Jeff Neal. Put out cold by Jeff Neal. Outstriked by Edwards. Outstriked by... I'm not really rating... I don't really rate you too much if you knock down Themba Gorimbo, man. I love Vicente Luque, man. I was so high on him. I thought he was going to be champion back in like 2018, 2019, dude. I was like, dude. Or no, yeah, 2019, 2020. I was like, dude, this guy's going to be fucking champion, dude. Jeff Neal. Fuck you, dude. B tier, because he does have a few flaws, and he has gone through wars with some people on the feet that I don't think you should go to wars with on the feet. So B tier is fine with him. MVP's A tier easily, dude. Some people will make the argument of him being S tier. I'm not gonna do that. Man, I don't know though. He's very quick. Nobody's ever really outstruck him though. Just schooled Shara Magomedov. Man. Nah, he's A tier though. He is A tier. MVP is good though. Kevin Holland. Dude, Kevin Holland is really good, dude. He is. He is really good. He is really good. Man. It took you 3 rounds to KO Santiago Ponzinibbio. Lost a split decision that, in my opinion, should have been unanimous against JDM. KO'd Joaquin Buckley. That was at middleweight, though. Striked well with Wonderboy. He hurt Wonderboy early. Hurt him really early. But lost it, though. But it's Wonderboy, you know, right? Man, all of it, like Daniel, all of his losses are to grapplers, though. He is a good striker. He really is. But maybe A is a little too far. A high B tier, I think. A high B tier for Kevin Trailblazer Holland. I don't know, man. I'll keep him there. I don't want to spend too much time here because I think this video is already long as hell. Sean Strickland is a pretty good boxer. A tier. A tier. He is a really good boxer, isn't he? He's got a teep kick and a jab and pressure, and I guess nobody can fucking beat it except for Dricus du Plessis. Israel Adesanya, also A tier, I guess. I mean, he is a good striker. He is. He's just losing it, you know? He's losing it. But still A tier, though, right? Robert Whittaker. Also maybe A tier. I like A tier for Robert Whittaker. He's a good striker, dude. He really is. He's got it all when it comes to the boxing. He's got good hands, good jabs. That 1-2 head kick is brutal if he can land it. Arguably beat Israel Adesanya in the second fight in the rematch. KO'd by du Plessis, but he's got a bit of a chin problem though, doesn't he, Whittaker? A tier is cool with him. Nassourdine Imavov, you gotta put him A tier, right? Fucking KO'd Israel Adesanya on the feet. Insane. Insane. Lost to Sean Strickland, but a competitive 5 rounds. He's in the A tier as well. Yeah, that's fine. Jared Cannonier, B tier, I guess. You know, he's very powerful. Bad chin, but great recovery. He's a decent striker, though, isn't he? He's alright. Barvatore, D tier, no doubt. Brendan Allen is C tier. He's not too good. I don't think I have to explain it too much. Paulo Costa. Man. I'll do B tier. I really like Paulo, and I think he's really good. But losing to Whittaker, losing to Sean, losing to... you lost to Marvin Vettori. Granted, it was in 2020, and I think that Paulo Costa would probably beat the hell out of Marvin Vettori now. But 3 rounds with Luke Rockhold. Couldn't KO Luke Rockhold. Couldn't really put it together, you know? And it's like KOing Uriah Hall and Johnny Hendricks, and you dropped Yoel Romero, which is cool, but recently, I mean, what's the best thing you've done recently? Wobble Robert Whittaker at the end of the first round? You know? Jack Hermanson, C, I guess. He's decent. Doesn't really have much to offer on the feet, but he's just not the worst, you know? Roman Dolidze, dude, his striking is not good. It just isn't. I don't think that Roman Dolidze is good. He's okay. He's got good grappling. But striking? Nah. Man. C tier is okay, I guess. Well, man, should Bilal Muhammad really be C tier? No. I'm being a bit disrespectful. I think I gotta bump him up to B tier though. I just caught a glimpse of him in C tier. And I'm like, well, you can bump him up, to be honest. Wait, where did I put Roman Dolidze? C tier is okay. Hamzat Chimaev, C tier. He's okay. He's got a decent jab. He's got some power, I guess, but there's not really much to his striking game. Caio Borralho is A tier, I believe. He's very good. He's very good. He got Michel Pereira. He's dangerous, but B tier is decent, I guess, for him. He's okay. B tier, I guess, as well for Anthony Hernandez. He's okay, nothing too crazy. Curtis, B tier. I'm gonna try to go through this here. Alex Pereira. All right, A tier, S tier. He's amazing, dude. That left hook, the best leg kicks in the game. I mean, God, I know Khalil Rountree is not that good, but just how he looked throwing hands is amazing, man. He's S tier. Yuri Prohaska, B tier. He's awful. He's awful defensively. Pretty dangerous though. You know, he's got some stuff to his game. Magomed Ankalaev, man, he is a good boxer. A tier is okay. I don't think he's not a better striker than Alex Pereira. He's just not, realistically. He failed what, like, man, I don't want to overshoot it, but didn't he fail like 14 takedowns against Alex Pereira or something? I mean, something crazy. I think it was a very high number. He's not that good. I mean, no, he is good, but the grappling really helped him defeat Alex Pereira. The takedown attempts, because Alex was worried about him. But he did beat Alex, right? So you got to at least put him in the A tier. Man. Jamal Hill. He can touch B tier, man. I used to think he was a bit better, but man, he just didn't look that good against Yuri. He looked decent against Alex before the KO. But was it the last fight before Yuri was that to Alex? I think it was, yeah. B tier's fine. He's slow, man. No footwork as well. Jan Blachowicz. When you really look back at Jan Blachowicz' career, like, he really does kind of have a lot of really good milestones, right? Outstriking Adesanya. Giving Adesanya his first loss on his record. He did, right? I believe he did. Leg kicks are nasty, dude. I think he beat Carlos Ulberg. And then you have Jan Blachowicz has done a lot. I think he's cool at A tier. Alexander Rakic, A tier, in my opinion. I think the dude's an amazing striker. I mean, what he did to Yuri, you know, was very impressive before he got KO'd. Nikita Krylov. Man. I'm not putting him in the... No. Oh! I'm not putting him in the D tier. That was an accident. He can go into B tier, though. That Dominic Reyes KO is going to make me have to rethink him. But B tier for Volkan Ozdemir. He's okay. Clear Roundtree. C, I think. He's okay. Johnny Walker does not get his own tier. C, though. I need to see a bit more from him. Carlos Ulberg, B. Man, I'm really trying to get through this. Anthony Smith, let's be for real here. Bogdan Guskov, C so far. I haven't really seen too much from him that makes me believe in him, to be honest. KO Ryan Span. Don't rate that. Dominic Reyes. I think he's A tier, dude. I think Dominic Reyes is a really good striker. He had a bit of a chin problem, but he's since come back. KO'd some really good guys, you know? And I think he beat John. No, I didn't think he beat John Jones 100%. No argue. As Matt Murzakanov. B tier, maybe? I think he's okay. I think he's a bit slow. And he gasses out fairly easily. He's okay, though. C tier for Alonzo Manifield. Tommy Aspinall. Nobody in the heavyweight division can do what Tom Aspinall can do. He's way too quick for that division. He's way too good. But we haven't seen quite as much striking from him to justify him being in the S tier. So A is good. Cyril Gahn, also A tier. I think he's pretty good. He's pretty quick. Pretty good. Alexander Volkov. He can touch A tier, I think. Yeah, he can. I think he beat Cyril Gahn. He definitely beat Cyril Gahn in his last fight. Curtis Blades, C tier. I don't think his striking is that good, to be honest with you. Pavlovich is A tier. He has some really good hands, dude. He has some really fantastic hands. Very powerful too. What was it, like 6 or 7 first round KOs in a row? Crazy. Stipe Miocic. I mean, currently, dude, we'll put him at C though, just because we got to respect him a little bit, show some respect towards him. Jaya Almeida, I don't really know. I haven't really seen striking like that from him. And I see strikers in B tier like Vicente Luque and shit like he's clearly better. So we'll put Jonathan at the C tier. Marcin Tybura, man, C is fine. Sergey Spivak, D tier. Taito Ivasa, C tier. Derek Lewis, D tier. He's powerful, but like dude don't have anything but power. Rosenstruck, C. Alexander Romanov, D. Oh, he's awful. Rodrigo de Lima, C. Is that Taliesin Teixeira? C, maybe? Why is Dricus Duplessis at the end as if he's a heavyweight? A tier. Pretty good, isn't he? Can put everything together well. Long video, man. But this is the striking tier list. The correct striking tier list. S tier, Sean O'Malley, Piotr Jan, Eli Topuria, Volkanovski, Jack Della Maddalena, and Alex Pereira. I like this list. Maybe in a few days I'll look back and disagree with some of these, maybe. But that's 126 fighters, dude. So I try to make this not too long. Hopefully it's not even an hour long. I fucking pray. But yeah. This is it right here. They're right, so don't even bother trying to argue. But yeah, I will post this shit on Twitter, right? Let's see. We agreed on Volkanovski. I didn't even have Connor on mine. Disagreed on a lot of them. Maybe I put too many people in the S tier. I don't know, though. Piotr Jan. He's good. Is he S tier right now, though? Piotr Jan, maybe. We'll keep him there. But this is the list. I appreciate the time, man. I appreciate you guys checking out my opinion, what I gotta say on the striking tier list. I don't want to drag this out too long, but yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, man, and like the video if you agree, for sure.